YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got the top 10 most underrated anime of 2024. Yeah, a lot of anime has came out, I think more than 100. And when I mean more than 100, I mean more than 100 good shows. Like, there's a lot of anime that has came out this year. So let's see what's the top 10 most underrated shows. Yeah, it's gonna be hopefully there's a shocker in this list. So this list is brought to us by Vinny2. So yeah, let's just check it out. Let's see what's going on. And of course, guys, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Let's just jump into the video. Let's go. Yo, what is this? This looks crazy.
Talk about cinematic blockbusters like Makine's inspiring underdog story, the most hype scenes in Kaiju number 8 and so forth. But for today, I want to shine the spotlight more on the underdogs, the ones that mostly registered as a footnote in the vastly competitive anime sphere. Here we talk about what I think are 10 of the best underrated anime in the year 2024.
Damn, let's see.
Starting off is The Witch and the Beast.
Nah, it's not underrated. Come on. This one, honestly, a lot of people have been speaking about it. And people love this show. Like, I would always mix up this one with Spice and Wolf for some weird reason. But this one, a lot of people like it.
The Witch and the Beast is admittedly a flawed adaptation. The thing is, even taking into account how it adapted the source material, The Witch and the Beast does have a lot of great things going for it. The dark fantasy aspects and the overall air of mystery have been beautifully captured in this anime. If there's one thing that the anime adaptation nailed, it's really the vibe. The exact same vibe you'd expect when diving into a seinen mystery series about hunting witches in a fantasy world that hits closer to home than you'd expect. The world built.
Okay, nah, this show, honestly, this is my first time seeing anything about it. I've always seen the cover or people talk about it. I feel like this is an anime I should definitely watch. I'm giving this one 5 episodes, honestly.
Building is solid and the banter makes the characters quite likable. As an anime, The Witch and the Beast could have been more, which is why I wasn't surprised it ended up not being quite the popular show I first expected it to be. Still, as a standalone, The Witch and the Beast is a great watch. It would fare well as an addition to the watch list of every fan who's even remotely interested in dark mysteries aimed at a more mature audience. Up next, we have Viral Hit.
Yo, Viral Hit. Dude, this is an anime I watched. This one is not that big. Dude, this is a Korean anime. Dude, this one hits so hard. It's basically about a character that got bullied and he wanted to start a YouTube account about him fighting back his bullies or people that oppressed him. Dude, one of the best freaking shows you will ever freaking watch. Top tier. Like it's not the best, but it is good. It is so freaking good. Give this one a watch if you like. I don't know, if you like the whole YouTuber lifestyle and all of that. This is what you should be watching, honestly.
We're now in the age of social media and influencers. New media seems to be the way to go in the world, and we haven't had a whole lot of anime using the world of social media trends as launch pads for their content creator stories. That's where Viral Hit comes into play, with its title being very relevant to the plot in more ways than one. Debuting earlier this year, Viral Hit explores the world of social media trends while incorporating the art of fighting out of all things. Quite a unique combination that we don't see too often, and I think it's genius. People have been raring to see and hype up celebrity fights since then, and that spirit lives on to this day. Viral Hit didn't get much of a following back in April, but now's your chance to join in on the fun.
Give this one a watch. Viral Hit it's money.
Dead Demons Day Destruction is at number 8.
Yo, this one I've never heard. Second list, I posted another list just now. So this one is another anime I've never heard much about. This is my first time hearing. I've seen the cover, but I don't hear anybody speak about it. Yo, what?
Well, that was a handful of a title. It's such a long title, and it still doesn't tell you what it's all about now, does it? As far as we're concerned, Dead Demons, as I'm going to be referring it to from now on, is not exactly about death or demons, as the title might suggest, even though you might be able to form a connection by analysing its themes. At its core, it's a social commentary detailing a post-alien invasion world told from the lens of two youths. Two who try their best to enjoy their lives amidst the looming feeling of bleakness and inevitable doom. Is a second alien invasion the biggest concern when one's surrounded by society and the corrupted nature of its inhabitants? Dead Demons reminds me a bit of To the New World, which you might remember if you were around a decade ago to enjoy. Don't let the innocuous visuals fool you. It's a bleak social commentary that will be appreciated by those who like these kinds of introspective anime. It's a slow burn that's very insightful. You can also enjoy it in two ways, either a movie or an OVA series. I find it fitting to have the Fable.
I feel like Dead Demons. You need to watch that one fully. Or maybe you give that one like a 5 episode to really get encapsulated by it. You can't give it 1, you can't give it 2, you need to give it 5. I'm gonna skip it.
On the list. It just seems fitting to have.
Okay, I'm in love. I'm definitely watching this one. Holy shit.
Here with Sakamoto Days poised to rock the anime world. It's not too hard to draw a connection between that much hyped upcoming series with The Fable. They both tell of former hitman characters who garnered a whole lot of notoriety before being forced into living as normal members of society, all while being plastered with a layer of comedy revolving around the main character's no-kill handicaps despite being the greatest murder machines ever. The Fable, however, leans more on the workings of the Yakuza and has some really great villains. It does take a while to pick up. That likely didn't help with its reception, something that the middling animation really doesn't help with. A couple of episodes in, the story kicks into high gear, and man, it's a show to watch. It's a hidden gem as far as this year goes, and once it's gripped you, you can't help but be invested while having your fair share of laughs.
I definitely need to watch this one. This one I might just watch the whole season. Like, I love good animation and great story. This is something I'm gonna definitely pick up on.
Sengoku Yoko is right here before the halftime break.
Sengoku Yoko, first time hearing about this one. Let's see what it's about. Oh, this is the series that he started with. Holy smokes, the animation looks superb.
It may be just me being one of the older fans and looking back fondly on the days of the Yokai action series, but I do think Sengoku Yoko is quite better than what people give it credit for. Or maybe because after having seen what they did with Biscuit Hammer, this thing looks so godly if we're comparing adaptations of Satoshi Mizukami manga. Still, putting that aside, I think Sengoku Yoko ought to help quench your thirst for seeing in anime the mythological side of Japan. The production is decent to good, but what Sengoku Yoko really excels in for me is the character writing. I mean, by no means does this show provide anything super unique in terms of how it writes the characters, but that doesn't change the fact that their motivations, goals and so forth are things to look out for. They're the things to draw you in while the plot takes its sweet time to cook. An unconventional approach in storytelling all the way to its second part is also something I've got to give some flowers to.
I'm gonna give it 2 episodes, Sengoku Yoko. Never heard of it, but looks pretty interesting and pretty. You know, I like pretty animes.
So, you know how much I love anime, right? I mean, my entire career revolves around it. But you know what I enjoy just as much? Collecting some crazy merch from my favourite shows. I was just thinking of adding another epic figurine to my collection when our sponsor today popped up like a blessing in disguise. Let me introduce you to the Anime Merch. These guys have an insane collection of figurines.
Oh, this is a sponsor.
You don't get to open up the subscription and grab those epic deals. Oblivion Battery is here to open up the second half of our list.
What's this? I've never heard of this show. Oblivion Battery? Whoa.
I definitely overlooked this when going through spring 2024's anime. Whereas a lot of sports anime these days try to one-up each other in terms of stakes or edginess, Oblivion Battery decides to go the opposite direction with a simple plot. It has a basic idea of a dream team going for baseball nations, with said team only being a dream team on paper because, for various reasons, they've all lost their spark for the sport, whether it be amnesia or other circumstances. Oblivion Battery is by far a character-oriented work. That's what makes the anime so entertaining, the character interactions. The comedic segments hit the mark well enough for me, but said characters also have more layers of struggles underneath than most of the over-the-top humour you'll come to know them for. Oblivion Battery is a chill show that will have you gripping in anticipation once the gloves finally come off.
This one I might skip. I don't think I'll watch it. But hey, maybe this one might be for some people's type of call, you know? Nice catch! Demon Lord level 999, right? Is this the one?
We also have Mao 2099 on the list.
Oh,
by this point,
so 2099, Mao 2099. Okay. So with Mao 2099, it started off superb, but I think it dies down. That's what I think what happened with this one.
This kind of plot is nothing new already. Misfit of Demon King Academy, Noblesse, Devil is a part-timer and so forth.
Oh,
Just
Noblesse.
because you put on a cyberpunk paint job doesn't mean it's yet another one of those Demon Lord ends up in a world unfamiliar to him titles where our protagonist is. In spite of that, Mao 2099 feels fresh. Maybe it's due to how up-to-date the setting feels. Along with the world building, the setting is definitely a key selling point for the anime. The fight scenes are also something to watch out for. They fit in well with how unexpectedly serious some of the scenes can become. Mao 2099 won't be the anime of the season, nor will it be the one to blow your expectations away. Still, it remains a very good watch.
I don't think this one, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like it hit hard and fell off. I feel like this is one of those animes, honestly.
From one sci-fi work to another, we begin our top 3 with Mecha Ude.
Oh, Mecha Arm. I don't know why he keeps on calling it in Japanese. But yeah, Mecha Arm, honestly, passion project. I've heard so much about this one. This one is a must watch. This is a passion project by a small studio, one of their first animes. Yeah, I never checked it out because I think I was too late on it. I didn't know about it when it first started, but in the end, this is a winter anime. So yeah, not winter, summer anime, my bad. So yeah, you guys should check this one out. Definitely give it a few watches.
Hey. Mecha Ude evokes thoughts of many of my favourite 2010s titles. There's the Trigger art style and the character dynamic from Parasite, plus a bit of Buso Renkin if you want to go further back in time. Needless to say, I really enjoyed Mecha Ude, but understand why opinions on it have been split at the time of this writing. It undeniably has the charm of something you'd expect from Trigger and a lot of fun action sequences. I think it generally boils down to whether you can find it in you to invest in the characters, and that's something it managed to get me to do. It's a show that's all about the flashiness, the flair, and the appeal that comes from the frantic action that accompanies anime that looks this way. Just like a lot of the stuff that put Trigger on the map, don't you agree? While Mecha Ude certainly doesn't hold up to all-time masterpieces that it can be compared to, like say Gurren Lagann or Kill La Kill, it certainly has a niche as a contemporary successor to those, and people who love those titles will end up finding their comfort zone in this.
I think the reason why this one never became big is because bloat. There's just too much anime, too much good stuff. So yeah.
Second place on the list is Osan Newbie.
Osan Newbie, a super heavy protagonist isekai. So this one as well, same thing as the previous anime, bloat. Too much animes. You know, this one I saw it, but I never really got into it. You know, because I was watching I Parry Everything and Wistoria. I think there was just better shows, you know. at the time of the show was airing, you know?
Osan Yubi is yet another one of those shows that you could pass off as seasonal filler, but actually enjoy it a lot once you get to watch it. It's got all the red flags if we're looking at the perspective of a critic. I mean, it's a fantasy title that's all about a main character showing off his power against those who dare underestimate him. Seasonal slop in a nutshell. Just something you can unwind to, something to not take seriously and grab a popcorn to while enjoying the flexing being put on display. The production values are good enough and the characters entertaining enough. It's simple, yet it works. Still, I genuinely appreciate the messaging, because underneath all the power fantasy aspects to draw viewers in, this show's got heart. It's never too late to turn things around. It's legitimately a heartwarming tale of how hard work can overcome talent, and while it's a lesson many anime series have tried to drill in with their stories, there's never too much of it in my opinion. Topping the list of underrated anime this 2024 is Yatagarasu.
Yatagarasu. I've never heard of this one. What is this? Yo, what? Whoa. Oh, what? Oh. What? What? Okay. Must watch.
There's this subcategory that I like to call critic bait. You can easily locate one in an anime season. A more realistic feel to the character designs and emphasis on their nuance, background art and colouring style that looks closer to the ones you see from seasoned painters than the typical anime colours, and a story that often has a combination of history, mythology and political intrigue. Yatagarasu checks all of those boxes, so it's not surprising that some people may look at it with skepticism. After all, these kinds of shows, with some exceptions, only attract a comparatively niche following within the anime community. At least, that's how I see it. Still, I'd say the hype coming from the few people who watched it is warranted. It has a slew of plot twists which work really well thanks to how well character work got handled. There's a lot of complexity at work here, as expected from the presentation. The impactful political and social commentary at play also makes this a show that you can recommend even to people who aren't acclimated to the usual anime vibe. For those who've come here having enjoyed Moribito, another underrated gem by the way, or the super popular Apothecary Diaries, you'll love this one. List of
okay, the last anime was a banger. What a banger the last anime was, you know. All of these animes, I feel like, you know, it's timing, a lot of timing. It never came out at it came out at the right time, but you know, it's just about, you know, communities, how it's advertised, you know. Some animes are super beautiful, man. When you watch them, you're just like, wow, this is amazing. Some, like, I would say give everything on this list a chance, you know. Everything here deserves a chance. So yeah, guys, you guys tell me what you guys think of the list. What is your guys' favorite shows? And of course, just type down below in the comments what you guys are gonna be planning on watching. And of course, guys, if you like my reaction, please like and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.